the Mixed Martial Aficionado channel. I'm Kyle, and we're going to go over a quick UFC 289 review here. The card is, of course, later on today as I'm posting this here. It is June 10th, and yeah, we're going to start off at the top of the card with Diana Belbita and Maria Oliveira. I think the odds have this one right. In my initial analysis, I was using their mutual opponent, Gloria De Paula, as sort of a point of comparison, I guess. But I really don't think that that's a good comparison because Oliveira, she she's wild. She comes forward with like wild combos. Um, and when she connects, like she seems to do a lot of damage. Like um, Gloria De Paula's face was was pretty fucked up by the end of their fight, as opposed to Gloria's fight or Gloria's face at the end of her fight with Diana, right? But I don't think that that tells an accurate story. I think that Diana's skills are going to be too good to sort of get hit by those wild entries by Oliveira. I think Diana's going to win either by decision or TKO. Then we got David Dvorak and Steve Urseg. Um, Not too much you can find on Steve Urseg. Um, a lot of his fights are with Eternal MMA, an Australian promotion. Um, I mean, he's there to get hit. He's been hurt, dropped. Tends to go to um, submission attempts off his back. Um, he's got decent ground and pound from what I've seen, but yeah, if I think Dvorak can hit him, clip him, and like keep him hurt to either get a TKO win or outpoint him um, in a decision. So that's my pick there, David Dvorak. Kyle Nelson and Blake Builder. This is a tough one because Kyle Nelson's a dog, but I think Blake Builder is just too aggressive. Um, he's got good takedowns, good control. Um, and yeah, I think he has enough to get it done and continue his unbeaten streak against Kyle Nelson. Um, let's see. Right, Richie Lang and Eamon Zahabi. Ah, man. In terms of experience, Arishi Lang has way more than Zahabi, but Zahabi also obviously has Farouz in his corner. Um, he's known as a master game planner, and man, while Arichi Lang has a wide experience advantage, um, he has holes to be exploited, and I think that Faraz would have picked those out and drawn up a good game plan. So I have a feeling that Zahabi might get it done here, but it's really a toss up. I wouldn't I wouldn't bet on this one. Miranda Maverick and Jasmine Jasdovicius. Um, man, Miranda Maverick kind of looked fucked up in the official and ceremonial weigh-ins. She's got like something going on with her lip. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this weight cut was tough. Um, Never even got to see her eyes. She just wore sunglasses the entire time. I don't know if that's her thing, but kind of weird. Just seemed off. But yeah, I think on her best day, she takes it easy over Jasmine. But Jasmine's got a chance. She's got a chance. However, I'm gonna pick Maverick by submission or decision. Let's see. Got Imavov and Curtis up next. Curtis is the dog. Um, Again, so much more fight experience. Um, Imavov's coming off a loss to decision, or yeah, decision loss to Sean Strickland. Man, I don't know. Another tough one to pick, but I think Curtis is going to be one of the dogs I go for on this card. I think he gets it done. Um, I don't know how. Probably by a TKO, or might edge him out on decision if he can shut down enough of Imavov's game. But yeah, I don't know. Something tells me Curtis is going to take it. Moving on. Another fellow Canadian in Marc Andre Barrio against Eric Anders. Um, the tough one. Eric Anders has crazy power, but Marc Andre seldom gets rocked, right? Like he's there to be hit sometimes, but um, I don't even know. Has he ever been put out? Cut it out. He's got one knockout loss to Chidi and Jaquani. Dude's got crazy power, so I mean, it's a tough call, but I think Barrio gets it done. I think Barrio gets it done. It's another sort of toss up, but I think that's how she goes. Um, yeah, man. 50K Ige versus Nate the Train. Man, another tough one to call. Um, I think if it goes to decision, it's going to be Ige's to take. Um, but if it's a finish, it could go either way. um, Something tells me Nate's either going to get like a sneaky sub. He's got really good takedown um, success rate. Um, Plus, he's fought in Russia against all the crazy wrestlers. Uh, it's tough to say, but I want to see Nate break into the top 15. But I think Ige may gatekeep him. I don't know how, but we're gonna say Ige by KO or Nate by submission. It's a weird pick, but I don't know. sort of a coin flip in my eyes. Okay, so moving on, we've got my Canadian brethren, Mike Malott, uh, as some people in some chats I've been reading have been calling him Maple Syrup Michael Chandler, which I find pretty hilarious. Um, he's exciting. I heard him say in one of the interviews that he's made like 90 something walks to the octagon as a corner. So I don't know. He's been under the lights. I don't think the pressure is going to get to him. And Adam Fugit, I think he's only had two UFC fights so far. I think that I have to go back to this, but yeah, he's had two UFC fights so far. Um, uh, Fights for LFA and stuff. So he's had some big show fights, I guess. But I don't know. He's got some experience too. We know Malot's going to be coming out for the finish early, so that might be indicative of him maybe getting a little overzealous. If you get catching him, like he's no spring chicken. He's got experience himself, but fuck, man, I don't know. Um, I think Malott does us proud, gets it done in the first round. Um, the people's main event: Charlie Olives and Benny D. Um, Oliveira as an underdog is tough to pass up. Um, on my card, I have him winning by KO or decision, which is maybe foolish. But yeah, I think he has enough experience in there with people that have similar skill set to Benil. And like when you have guys like Justin Gaethje saying that you're the hardest hitter that they've ever faced, um, I don't think old Benny's chin's gonna hold up to that sort of power. But that's just me. It could go many different ways, and that's why I love this sport. But I got uh, I got Charles Oliveira by KO, probably pretty early if it does happen. First, maybe second round. But yeah, Charlie Olives knockout somewhere early in the fight, before the midway point, I would say. Then Nunez and Aldana. It's a coin flip again. Like the odds won't tell you that, but yeah, Nunez has shown, we'll say, quit at times. Obviously, it's a cardio issue. Um, yeah, like she got TKO'd by Alexis Davis. Mind you, that was back in Strike Force, but um, yeah, it's a tough call. It's a really tough call. I think it's tough. It's hard to say. I don't know if Aldana has ever felt Nunez power, you know? Like Nunez style power. Let's do a quick look here. Saw Yana Kunitskaya or Santos, Holly Holm, Ketlin Vieira. Ketlin Vieira, I'm sure, hit pretty hard. But again, it's not Nunez power. I mean, who not many people do have Nunez power. Oof, that loss to Tanya Evinger isn't looking too hot. Although MMA math doesn't always work. Larissa Pacheco as well. That's probably like the closest. Kind of want to go back and watch that fight now. It's probably the closest she's felt to power equivalent to Nunez. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't. Aldana has way better like fundamental boxing skills, I would say, but I don't. I haven't seen anything that would indicate that she'd be posing a threat to Nunez, really. But I could be proven wrong. Um, I think Nunez retains by KO um, pretty early, first or second round. This one as well. But yeah, I'm excited for this fight or this card as a whole. Been getting some shade, but I'm not gonna not be watching. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. And thank you guys for tuning in. I will catch you next time. Enjoy the fights. Bye bye.